From time to time, you might come across homes for sale that are being sold as is. And there's a common misconception that if a home is sold as is, that must mean there's a lot wrong with it and the seller doesn't want to deal with it. That's not actually the case. So it's a little bit confusing because technically every home is sold as is. The home is what it is when you go to see it. But a buyer and seller can agree to changes or repairs throughout the contract process. And that's generally common in a negotiable situation. But when a home is sold as is, it means the seller is just sharing up front that they are not going to make any repairs or changes. It doesn't matter what you find during your home inspection, they're not going to fix it. This can be for a variety of reasons. It doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the condition of the home. It could just be that for some reason they either can't or do not want to think about making any changes, repairs. Now, it is more common that we see this in homes that do need work or repairs. And sometimes a seller will think that if they sell a home as is, maybe they don't have to disclose the issues about the home, but that's actually also not the case. The disclosure requirements are the same whether a home is sold as is or not. It's generally speaking, it really just comes down to the seller, what they're willing to do, and informing a buyer up front. So if you're under contract to buy a home and it's as is and you do your home inspection, you know that you can't ask the seller to make repairs, or you know if the appraiser goes and they're requiring lender required repairs, that the seller just isn't willing to do it. So it's intended just to give the buyer that information up front. And it's not necessarily a problem and doesn't necessarily have to be scary. Now, sometimes we see homes that are listed as being sold as is where it's actually a little bit of a different case, but this truly is what it means when a home is sold as is.